Hold this for just a second while I set this up. We're live, so they can hear what we say. Okay, we're good.
Anything else? Good?
No, we're good. Thank you. We're live here at Waconia Arena. We got Phantom B2 Black from Edina battling Waconia tonight. Phantom B2 Black has locked up its first seed in districts, and Waconia comes on the ice, and they'll warm up in their end, and we'll leave you here for just a minute for warm-ups, and I'll be back in a moment. Will you watch this first for a second? I gotta run this.
Have like a deal on it too, like sometimes they have that thing that's easier to.
Do I like?
Yeah. It's not the best thing for it, you know?
Yeah.
But here, I'm going to set it right here, and then I'll stand over here and use the headset.
All right.
Thanks for helping. It's way better because I just, like, get distracted by talking.
Yeah.
So. This is the last game of district play before a district tournament for Edina Bantam B2 Black. They have locked up a number 1 seed. If they win and can hold this team to a minimum of goals, they could potentially limit the number of districts goals scored against them to, what is the number, like 25?
Yeah, about that.
And then how many goals do you guys have thus far?
I think 203.
103 or 200?
Oh, yeah,
103. 103. Which is a lot of goals for one season. And 30-some games. So Coach Perinovich is not here, but Coach Bourget, Coach Wybe, and head coach Mendel are on the bench here. Probably not real fun to have a district game against a team that is undefeated thus far in district play, has only lost pretty much 3 games all year, 2 or 3 maybe, in tournaments. So Wybe and Witzke on D with Hammer, Bergeson, and Seaver lining up front. Puck goes in and Bergeson goes in to chase. Unable to keep it in, but Wybe battling there to shut down the advance. Waconia battling hard. They're wearing white tonight, Edina in green. Puck goes out, and they almost get it out of the zone, but they're able to keep it in. Bergeson sends it up. Ends up in the zone there. Bergeson knocks it back down before it comes out. Nice hold there with the hand by the right winger. Seaver goes over there to battle, and Hammerski fans on, ends up in his skates. Puck goes into the corner past Seaver. Ends up high, and Witzke fans on it, but then picks it up again. Sends it into the shins of a Waconia player. Now Wybe's going to hold up and keep it in the zone there for Seaver to go chase. Ferguson goes to the bench for a change. Hammer and Seaver hanging out there, trying to win the battle in there. Torin now out on the right wing. Wybe unable to keep that down, but he sends it up and gets put onto the board by a Waconia player. Torin gets it up to Westy. Westy sends it up. Schmidt tries to keep him from entering the zone, but he ends up getting it in there. Good defensive play, keeps them from getting a shot on the net. Chaplain sends it over. Ooh, sends it in the centering pass to Waconia. Bad one there. Gets it up. Torin tries to get it out. He sends it up to another player. It goes high, and Chaplain goes down to battle. Unable to pick it up. Wybe sends it up again. Torin picks it up. He tries to get it up to Westy. Unable to get it through. They're getting shut down here, not playing their best hockey yet. They're not connecting on the passes and such. We got a hand pass, and technically in neutral ice, I don't believe a hand pass is something to be called, but they're going to do a face-off right here. I don't know the rules that well. That one's a bit obscure. Hammer. Ferguson. Seaver out. Backed up by Carlson and Schmidt. Carlson sends it down. First shot on goal tonight. Third, I guess. A hit by Seaver takes down a Waconia player. It goes in and ends up in front of the net, and Seaver's unable to pick it up. And Schmidt paws it out of the air and tosses it behind their red line, where they go to battle again. Waconia not real able to break it out, and when they do, not incredibly successful. Seaver sends it behind the net, and Ferguson goes back to intercept that attempted breakout. She helps shut it down, and Carlson picks it up and sends it back down. Good play by the winger, identifying there. Almost get it on, and it goes wide, and Carlson, he's probably going to send that deep. Hammer picks it up. Schmidt sends it deep again. Hammer knocks it out of the air. Ferguson deflects it at the net. It ends up on the pad. They're going to try and break out here, but Schmidt's on the ice, and doesn't get past him. Waconia had 6 on the ice, so one of them's gonna go to the box for a little break. Didn't even get the sin, and they got to pay the penance on that one. So it'll be a 5-on-4 here with 11:48 remaining in the period. These are 14-minute periods here. Mendel wins the faceoff, sends it in. It goes wide, and that'll be icing. Faceoff to the left of the Waconia goalie, most likely. These refs are watching this game closely here. It looks like they know what's going on, and they're going to call things as they see it. Montague, Chappie, and Mendel out. Backed up by Bourget and Schmidt. This team from front to back is super strong. There's a lot of high goal scorers there. Chappie with a shot, almost gets into the net. Montague manages to peg it in past the pad there off the rebound from Chappie, and this line scores the first goal of the game on a power play, an uneven goal. And it'll be 1-0 Edina with 11:28 remaining in the period. You got some good hockey names on this. Bourget goes down trying to keep that in, and Schmidt goes around, sends it around, picked up by Chapdelaine. He's going to start the breakout, gets it up to Mendel. Mendel unable to keep it going. It ends up in his feet. Vacek is unable to keep it there. That puck goes out of the zone, and we'll have an icing. Face off to the right of goalie Hoyt. A reminder, the reason there's a BN on the jerseys of this team is similar to the Wild, is in remembrance of Bob Nagley, Robbie Hoyt's grandfather, who after the North Stars left Minnesota and broke most of our hearts with the reasons for it. Westy with a shot there. Bob Nagley managed to set up a deal to bring NHL hockey back to Minnesota. Witzke picks it up, unable to get it past the player, gets tied up, and it goes in, and that would be icing, but he missed the puck there, and so that goes below the red line. Westy battling there with Torin. Puck gets past Wybe and goes in, and that'll not be icing. Hoyt stops it at the line, and Witzke sends it up. Not a great pass there, actually. Seaver battling in, gets shut down, but Westy picks up the puck low. He's going to send it up high, and 2 shots on goal. Seaver manages to get it to the right of the goalie, left from our perspective, but he sends it off a blocker up into the net. Play will stop, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Waconia goalie in their zone. Hammer, Chappie, and Bergeson out. Carlson sends it back down. It bounces off a player, starts the other way. Saber and Carlson now out on D. He's got a bit of a jump on him, but they're unable to make it happen. Some good defensive play. Excellent back check by Hammer and Carlson to clear that puck out. They shut it down, and Chappie sends it back. Stays in the zone there briefly. He goes behind the net. He's got a big player on him. He goes skating out, but he loses the puck, and it ends up, frankly, not in the best position. Hammer starts advancing. He's got Berge on his right. He's going to go for a shot there, most likely. Oh, Chappie gets a shot off. It goes off the pad. There's a nice pass by Hammer there. Would have been a great assist if it had been just a little bit higher off the pad. Breakout not successful thus far, and a little bit sloppy in our end here, not totally clean, and Berge unable to get it out, but he gets it up to Hammer. Hammer kicks it up, a little bit of a soccer move there. Carlson shuts it down temporarily, and Montague comes out to try and clean up some stuff on the ice, and Both players going down. They're not calling much. Aggressive play there, some sticks going on, and Seaver's now getting a head of steam on. He's got Montague wide. He goes in deep and he's looking for an outlet there, but nobody's at the net just yet. A little bit wide of the net. One more player going to the net would have been good there. Probably would have ended up a goal. Shots on goal 6-2 for Edina with 8:23 remaining here. The score is 1-0. We got a high stick out of someone here. Mendel gets a high stick and goes to the box. A little feisty about it. We'll have a PK for Edina at 8:20 remaining in the first period. Score is 1-0 Edina. Shots on goal 6 Edina, 2 Chaskachan. Westy backed up by Schmidt and Bourget and has a partner Montague. He's going to battle down to get to that puck. He's able to shut it down there. They try and get up in, but get turned around a little on the zone entry. Westy sends it briefly out of the zone, looking for an opportunity. Nice glass pass by Saber. Westy goes around him and he takes the shot, and that goes wide. And Schmidt comes in and gets another shot on goal there. Westy with another shot, frozen by the goalie. We get a face-off to the left of the Waconia goalie with 1:23 remaining in this penalty kill. The only effective shots on goal, 3 by Edina in this power play thus far, in this penalty kill thus far. Torin and Chappie, backed up by Witzke and Wybe, will take the face-off in the Waconia zone. Waconia wins it, turns the puck over. Torin puts the puck on the pads and tries to wrap it around. A long stretch pass. Not picked up, unfortunately, and Wybe shuts it down there. Good battle. Nice work there. He gets shut down and tied up in a stick. I don't know how you don't call that a penalty, but I guess they're letting it go. Chappie sends it back up into neutral. It goes past Torin. He's trying to protect there out of penalty kill. So Westy comes out for Chappie off the bench. Wybe and Witzke still out. Witzke goes behind the net to chase, and Westy and Torin out. Westy paws it out of the air and starts his advance in. He's got 2 players with him, but that's not going to stop him from trying to get in there. He's going to send it wide, and Torin right out front. Another shot on goal for Edina on that penalty kill. 20 seconds remaining here. They're cycling the puck well, and Torin sends that up. It bounces off the side of the net, ends up behind, and Wybe picks it up, and he sends it back in. That'll be delayed offsides there, but Waconia trying to advance in. They get an offsides, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Edina bench, just outside our zone, with 8 seconds remaining in the penalty kill here. And 5 shots by Edina, 0 by Waconia on that power play. The black team finding its mojo there. Hammer gets in. Puck gets shut down as he's advancing, stalls out on the blue line. And we get an offsides. Face off outside the Waconia zone here, opposite their bench. Oh, Hammer loses an edge there, almost picks it up and goes into the zone, but Edina full strength now. Carlson goes behind. He's got a player on him, putting at his feet, and Saber sends it up, and it's picked up by Seaver, but he's unable to get it out. He gets tied up on the boards there. They try and get it in. It goes across, but behind Waconia player. Unable to find a shot on net there. Seaver picks it up out front on a nice pass from a Waconia player. He was racing back. A nice back check to get him. Seaver keeps the puck, and it goes wide, and they try and get out. And Hammer at center there picks it up neutral ice, and he's going to send it over to Bergeson, who starts his advance in. He sends it deep. Bounces off the back of the net, and Seaver goes in to retrieve. Backed up by Hammer. They're trying to get it out, and Hammer shuts down the pass out of the zone there. We got a little pile up there in the corner, a scrum. Ooh, that goes off the goalie, bounces off the side of the net. Carlson ends up sending it out front. Schmidt picks it up and he sends it over. He actually goes around. He's going to go ahead and skate it in there. Gets it tied up in the skates, and Chappie manages to get the puck in, backing him up. Battling along the boards there, he goes into the corner, gets tied up and backs off as the puck goes out, and Bourget picks it up, sends it back down, and they're trying to get it out, and Mendel's chasing. Chappie picks it up again. He gets tripped, but they're not calling much tonight, but let's call it fair either way. We'll get a couple line changes here most likely. Berge and Mendel and Chappie on forward. Bourget right now ties him up, goes down, but Nelson hits Bourget in the face after the play, pushes on his face mask, and that's a roughing penalty, and you got to take a little break. Go to the sin bin. Think about your transgressions. Seaver, Mendel, and Montague out now. Bourget and Schmidt on D. Goes over, and Montague, you actually have 3 high-scoring individuals here. 3 players, really big, really strong. It's kind of a ridiculous line. Mendel sends it over. He's going to try and put it on net. And Montague battling there. They try and get it out, but Seaver goes in the corner to chase. He's going to send it up high. It's going to go to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to send it over. He's going to skate it in and rip one. Goes just wide of the net. And Bourget's a little deep there, and the puck bounces past him and goes out. And we send it back into our own zone. Bourget stops there. Schmidt's going to go to the box for hitting a guy in the paint, technically.
Oh, I thought the Waconia guy was.
No. He was in our crease, which is not acceptable when the puck's there. Schmidt went to tell him, get out of my crease. That's my goalie, you don't belong there. He was just sitting in the crease. Bit of an enforcer, kind of a High Plains drifter. But sometimes the sheriff comes and shuts you down. Shot goes behind the net there, never ends up on net. 3:17 remaining. It has been 9 minutes since Waconia has had a shot on goal. Westy sends it high. Again, this power play penalty kill is not looking like a power play much. They advance in, that'll be an offside. We got 1:27 remaining in the penalty kill here. 3 remaining in the period. It's 4-on-4 right now, actually. For 47 seconds. Then we'll have 40 seconds of a 5-on-4 by Waconia, unless someone scores here. Thorne picks it up, gets it up to Westy, ends up on his skates. Westy picks it up. Oh, nice cover there by Waconia. Keeps it from getting into the zone. They send it up and temporary offsides, delayed. Puck goes past Wybe, bounces down. Hoyt picks it up, turns it over to Wybe. He sends it up, and Wybe tries to get it up, but forecheck by Waconia working there, shutting down the exit. Goes out of the zone, and we'll have Waconia at full strength now. It's now 5-on-4 Waconia. Westy battling there. Wybe goes down. Chappie comes out on the ice, try and shut something down there. Westy's going up. Tries to thread that into the needle. Saber sends it wide and sends it in, and it's shut down. Wybe, with an excellent play there, kneels down, shuts down that centering pass by them, and Chappie behind the net. That was Carlson, okay. Correction there. Same size, both good. Hammer sends it up, It's going to go down and would be icing if it was a little faster. Chappie goes in the chase. Edina full strength now, 1:19 remaining in the period. Still only 1-0 despite 11-3. Almost a 4-1 advantage in shots on goal. Chapdelaine gives a little elbow to a player there and who's boarding him. Getting a little frustrated. Doesn't connect, but Carlson's going in. He gets met at the blue line, and wow, that player Jones is actually lining up players and trying to board them now, not even going for the puck. Keep an eye on number 27 for Waconia there. He's lining up players and trying to hit them with full speed on the boards there. That was twice now. He was aiming for Carlson there. He missed him, but that would have been a crushing blow because he had 5 strides when he hit the boards. Hammer gets around him. He starts advancing up. He's got one guy in front of him. He's going to get him around him here. That puck ends up on the net. They pick it up behind, and Seaver's back there battling. Schmidt shuts down the advance. They get it out of the zone temporarily. Montague is out on the ice now. He's got ref talks to one of the Waconia players and says, please don't shoot the puck at the goalie after the buzzer. And he gives him the hand down, calm down, brother thing. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not. We're hoping for a little neutral ice here, and tonight so far we got it. You can bet that Edina's probably going to come out real strong here and finish this thing off, and I would bet you'll see 2 to 3 goals in the first 6 minutes here because they're tired of playing with these guys. The thing to remember about hockey is that, especially in Minnesota, is that every team has a lot of good players and they all get better as the year goes on. Coaches are figuring out who their lines are, what the chemistry is, and they adjust. And they may have different lines this week than they had last week, and they're figuring it out as they go along. The goalies at this B2 level are all pretty good. They play hockey all year round. They're athletic. They play other sports. They know how to see a puck and stop it. And it's the teams that know how to move the puck and pass in the zone and triangulate on the goalie that end up with an advantage. Schmidt and Bourget on D. We got Mendel, Seaver, and Montague out. They're in their zone, and that defenseman fans on the puck, and Montague goes into chase, and he's got Mendel there too. Seaver catches it in his skates, shuts him down. He's going to fire it at the net here. Boom! Misses the net, just wide, but Montague picks it up. He's going to send it in. Oh, he fans on it. Someone's going to the box. Seaver's going to the box for a cross check. Coach is micro-tuning the boys' behavior out there, saying get down low and get your stick on the ice instead of leaning back. Montague ends up sending it in. He's got Mendel still out with him and Bourget, and Montague sends it in. Past the net. Got to put that puck on the net. We're trying to get it out. Schmidt grabs it out of the air, sends it in. Montague, Schmidt, and Bourget playing conservative there. I'm going to keep my eye on 27 here. He looks like he might want to hurt someone tonight, so we're just going to watch him a little bit. Schmidt sends it up, and it ends up on a Mendel. Picks it out of it, digs it out of his belly, drops it to his stick. That puck goes in. Got one player going deep there, and Schmidt sends it over, and they're able to shut it down. Hoyt sends it out, and it ends up on the point. 1 minute remaining in the power play here for Waconia. 13:31 in the period. These might be 15-minute periods. I might be mistaken. We'll have an icing there. We'll get a face-off to the left of Hoyt back in the Edina zone. 36 minutes remaining in the power play here for Waconia, the penalty kill for Edina. Westy and Torn will take the forward positions for this 4v5 matchup. Looks like Wybe and Witzke will be behind there for the D. Witzke escapes, sends it up, and it's picked up by Westy. He tries to get it out and not quite successful, finally gets it out of zone. Torn picks it up. They're going to start to advance in now. Westy sends it in. Again gets caught in the stick. Lots of hands up in the air here. A little bit of physical play, I must say. Have a shot, and Witzke interferes with it, gets his stick in front of him, and deflects the puck wide. Nice defensive play there. It still goes out, and now Westy's got to have an opportunity with Chapdelaine high. Sends it up, and Edina now at full strength. Westy loses it, unable to get it up into the zone. Now you got Torn battling there. He's got an opportunity. He's got Chapdelaine wide. Sends it to the net. Chappie goes back to battle. Unable to pick it up, but Westy comes back to help. Goes up to the defenseman who's trying to get it out, and Chappie picks it up, but it's in his skates and a little slow to get to it. Witzke defending there quite well. Wybe out front. Good opportunity lost. Right across the paint. Still 3-1 shots on goal. Chappie chips it up the boards. Gets out of the way of a hit. Westy comes on in. Takes a shot and it bounces out. They're trying to pick it up. Glancing past it. Chappie still harassing him there. Now Bergeson out. Hammer in there. He's going to look for an opportunity. He gets it over. Berge gets a shot. Bounces over Chappie's stick, but Saber stops up. Carlson sends it in. Goes below the line there. Saber tries to keep it in, and he's not quite able, so they go for a regroup. Hammer sends it in, and it goes deep, and Chappie goes for a change. We'll have Bergeson, Hammer, and Saber out now. Backed up by Carlson and Saber. Some nice shots on goal there. Almost 4-1 now with 15-4. Saber with a shot. Goes in. Goes underneath the pads and almost finds that 5-hole. But gets frozen underneath. That was sneaky. That was a Viet Cong move there. You could hear them tunneling under the arena at that time in their little cloth slippers. Saber going gorilla on that one. He and Carlson take a break. Schmidt, Bourget, Hammer, Seaver. They're starting to advance up. Bourget shuts him down. Gives him a little hug on the boards there. Seaver ends up getting that puck out of zone. Waconia coming with a little power and, working it right now. This might be Waconia's strongest line here. Seaver shuts it down, and Hammer battling too, gets it up. Seaver gets around him. They have a player there, but that player interfering with Seaver. I don't know what else to call it, but that goes out front, and Hammer's going to the other side of the net, and they're not able to get it in. That puck goes wide. Schmidt takes it behind the net and sends it up. Goes past Seaver. That'll be icing, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Hoyt. Little line change. Chappie, Mendel. Chappie, Mendel, Montague out. Backed up by Wybe and Witzke. Neutral face off there. Puck goes back and forth. Chappie picks it up and get another cross check on Mendel. Will get a power play for Waconia with 9:52 remaining in the second. The score is 1-0. Shots on goal 16-4. That's 4-1 for Edina. Mendel takes his second trip to the confessional tonight. The mom running the penalty box there gives him some stuff, and they get a pass into the paint there, and they manage to get it over the pad of Hoyt. Not really covering very well by Edina there. It's a 1-1 game. 16 shots Edina, 5 for Waconia. Edina back at full strength. Westy picks up the puck and starts his advance in. He's unable to send it in. Torn picks it up behind him. Sends it wide to Westy. Westy's looking for an opportunity. Steps on the puck. That puck goes high. They freeze it. We're going to face off to the right of Waconia here.
Let's go, Green. Here we go.
Torren, Seaver, Westy out. Backed up by Carlson and Saber. Get a line change for Waconia. Seaver rips one. It goes off the pad. The Waconia goalie up into the net. 9:17 remaining in the second here. Score is 1-1. Tie game. Seaver goes for a shot, but it's picked up. Picks up that pass by them and ends up on his skate. Carlson trying to keep it in, unable. But he's battling there. Saber goes back to chase. They pick it up. It goes out front. No one able to pick it up there. A bit of chaos by Green here, by Edina Black. Carlson sends it up and doesn't quite make it past the stick. Some of these passes not quite so crisp now. Seaver picks it up, gets past. Torren sends it over. Westy's going to fire it past the net there. Nice quick shot. Saber sends it down. It gets picked up. Torren unable to shut down the advance, but they're trying to advance out. Hammer with an opportunity. Buries it in the upper left corner of the net. Nice play there on a pass from Torren. Torren with the assist. We're back to 2-1 here for Edina. 17-5 shots on goal. The tally kind of not getting put on there. Ferguson kicks it up. Win on the faceoff. Montague sends it high. Chaplin goes in the chase, sends it deep. Ferguson goes over to battle, backed up by Hammer. Bourget up on the boards. They try and send it out, but Bourget sends it back in. They'll regroup and head back in. Chappie goes to chase a little bit. Forces them to pass it. And ideally, good pressure. Now Hammers keep battling there with him. They're trying to get it out, and Hammer's shutting them down on a forecheck there. They're trying to get it in. Schmidt goes behind the net to battle. He's getting hit, rubbed from behind by them. Ferguson looks for an opportunity, sends it up to Hammer. Hammer's going into traffic there, but he's going to try and get in. He gets behind the net there, but unable to control the puck as he's getting set down there. We get an elbow to the head, and then that one's going to do it because he's on the ice. That's the second time for that player. We got a delayed penalty here, and they're hanging on to it. He sends it down, and Waconia picks it up just as the sixth man for Edina comes out. And he'll go to the box for roughing when someone's on the ice. He didn't called initially for the elbow, get called initially for the elbow to the head, but the extra little punch once he was down was a bridge too far for these Zebras tonight. Mendel ends up with the puck on the face-off. Bourget sends it down to Montague. He ends up sending it deep, and Seaver, kind of a soft, ineffective pass to the middle there, but still hanging on to it. I wouldn't want to be on against this particular group of players. Seaver, Montague, and Mendel. Goes up to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an opportunity, sends it over to Bourget. Bourget sends it down to Montague, who's unable to keep it briefly, but they end up picking it up. Still gets picked up. Bourget's heading back now. Shuts it down. Montague picks it up. We'll go back into the zone. 1:22 remaining on the power play here with 6 minutes or so left. 2-1 Edina, second period. Seaver battling there, and Montague's hammering away at it. That almost goes in multiple times. It's still bouncing out loose. 2 or 3 shots on goal there in that opportunity. We'll get an icing and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Waconia goalie with 1 minute remaining in the penalty kill for Waconia. Edina on the power play here. We'll get Westy, Torn, and Chapdelaine out, backed up by Witzke and Hammer. Moving some things around here. Torn sends it back to Witzke. He's going to fire it in. Goes wide of the net. Hammer sends it hanging onto it, unable to keep it, sends it down. Chappie picks it up, gets tied up and taken down by a player there. Hammer battles and cleans up the mess a little bit. Torn looking for an opportunity, sends it up. Witzke's going to rip it here. Goes off the pads of one of their players. Chappie battling there, sends it up to Hammer. Gets out of his zone briefly. 5:20 remaining here, 26 on the power play. Witzke goes back, sends it up to Hammer. Hammer's looking for an opportunity here. He's got Westy out in front, sends it over to Chappie. Chappie sends it back. They're battling there. Hammer sends it up. Torn, boom, almost picks it up. That ends up between the pads. In the paint, got 7 seconds remaining in a power play here. This line will try and finish it out. We have 5:01 remaining in the second period. Score is 2-1 Edina. Shots on goal 5-1 with 21 shots by Edina. 4-5 for Waconia. Westy takes the face off. Torn to his left, Chappie to his right. Goes over. Torn looking for an opportunity, sends it up to Witzke. Witzke fires it. It bounces off the pads, goes out of zone. Waconia at full strength now. That would be icing, but it's not. Or offsides, I guess. Torn goes to battle. Goes up high, and they try and get out. Gets past Wybe, bounces over his stick. He sends it up high. It's glass pass, ends up in their zone. They try and pick it up, and Westy tries to get in. This line might be a little tired after that last minute. Probably need a change here. That player has an opportunity there, and he loses it. Chappie sends it out. They try and get it back in. Goes out of the zone. Oh, Wybe gets tied up by a player there, ends up not picking it up. Witzke shuts him down with his size. Sends it behind the net, prevents it. Someone's going to the box. Wybe gets a tripping call. Didn't see that one, I'm not sure. It'll be a 5-on-4 for Waconia with 4 minutes remaining in the period. 2-1 Edina. Out shooting Waconia 5-1 now. We have Mendel and Montague out, backed up by Saber and Carlson on D. They go battle there. That puck goes across. Carlson trying to shut it down. Mendel trying to get it out of zone there. Montague picks it up. It ends up back down. They had to go for a shot. It goes wide of the net. Nice opportunity. Good luck, it failed. Now Mendel picks it up. He's got one player there. Sends it in deep. He's going to go battle there. He comes wide and he picks it up and he loses it briefly and they start their advance out. We got one player up there high, Carlson. He's looking for a shot, and he puts it on the pad. They get another one and tie it up on a power play. Edina a little bit out over its skis on that one for a penalty kill, no matter what. They were a little bit forward on that. It's tied up 2-2 with 3:16 remaining in the second. The 6th shot on goal by Waconia goes in. Seaver, Hammer, and Bergeson out, backed up by Witzke or Schmidt and Bourget rather. Schmidt goes behind the net, sends it up. Hammer picks it up, it gets out of zone. Good hit as he's trying to get up. They're trying to just stand in his way, and Seaver's a bit of a force, and he's shutting him down, and Berge goes in to put some pressure on. He's forcing them to throw the puck around. They're unable to hang it. Schmidt rips one, goes wide of the net. Bergeson almost chips it down there, just misses it. Hammer keeps it in. Bourget sends it out, and they go to get it out, and Hammer picks it up. He gets tied up with a player there. Berge sends it over. Bourget sends it up. They send it back. Seaver starts to advance up in the zone. Not watching quite well enough. He ends up. Seaver sends it over. Hammer gets it in. That puck drops, and they get a whistle on it because he had it frozen in his shoulder. That puck was never in a glove, but they gave a whistle on that one. We'll get Chappie, Westy, and Torn out. With Schmidt and Bourget behind them still. Goes back, and Schmidt rips one. Ends up in the body of a player. He catches one, and he looks like that hurt. He goes to the bench. Shuts down a shot by Schmidt. A soft attempt at a zone entry by Schmidt doesn't work. Bourget goes to the box for a hit in front of the net there. Didn't look that nasty to me, but I don't know what it was. What was that? Did he have the puck?
I don't know. That I don't know. I didn't see what had happened.
We're going to get a 2 and 10 here. A simple check in front of the net turns into a 2 and 10. Not sure how, but I guess the zebras are always right. Just like Mom, God, and taxes, you know. It's a 2 and 10 for a check. The 3 things we know are inevitable in District 6 hockey are death, taxes, and the green whistle. Westy's battling there. Another penalty kill for Edina. Both goals by Waconia tonight scored on a power play. They start to advance up, and Wybe shuts him down and picks up the puck nicely. Torren sends it up, and it's picked up by Westy. He's got one man there. Westy's known for getting around it. Unable to get it. The defenseman shuts him down. They send it up, and Witzke here sends it back deep. Gets past him, and Westy goes in to challenge him. He's got Torren staying a little high there. Westy battling there. They're unable to get it out just yet. Wybe playing conservative now. That player holding on to Witzke's stick there. It's getting a little physical. Westy now advancing up, looking for an opportunity. Sends it wide. It goes over to Torn. We got 40 seconds left at 44 in a power play for Waconia. Wybe goes back. Bobbles the puck a little, making everyone a little touch nervous with the extra stick handling. Sends it up. Montague picks it up, but it ends up high again. 21 seconds remaining. Will if the Waconia team does not score, they will start on a one-man advantage here. About 6 seconds. Monty picks it up. He's going to send it in and go south of the red line. Mendel now out on the ice for the other forward. Carlson coming out on D. Perhaps that was a 2 and 10 because he kind of had an upward motion when he checked him. Potentially. Yeah. No, he just got lifted off.
There? All right, I'm going to take him to warm up. He's got nothing on him.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, that would be great. You just squeeze this and then move it. I thought that was pretty cool when I bought it. Now that I have it, I'll use it for years. Yeah. But it's for a film camera.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's not as good as the one with the little thing. I need something a little more silky in the future. Penalties killing us here. The only goals Waconia has scored has been on a power play, and they've had maybe 6 or 7 of those. Yeah, we're at about 12 to 14 minutes, at risk of losing a fair play point, but not at risk of losing our position in the. If history serves as anything, I don't imagine we'll be. Well, not. Oh yeah, we had a 10-minute too, so we're out of it. We're at 24 minutes here, so. Settle it down and play some hockey and stay out of the box, and we'll win this thing. We are undefeated in district play, and this is our last game. It'd be a horrible way to have it end. Montague, Chappie, and Mendel out now. Chappie, Montague, and Westy out. Mendel out on forward. Backed up by Carlson and Saber. Schmidt goes for a little break. Mendel sends it up. He's got full strength now. Chappie battling there, trying to shut it down. Mendel sends it in and gets shut down by a little body in the way at the boards, but Bergeson goes in to challenge a little bit, or rather Evan, Montague. Montague goes up, goes wide, sends it back down. Tied up down there. Mendel trying to pick it up. It's a little messy. Saber sends it in. Mendel looking to get a shot on goal, not that fast, and Carlson sends it over. He's getting rubbed on the boards there. He's going deep. Chappie takes his spot high. Montague goes up, tries the centering pass, picked up by their D. Goes out, and it's off, and they go to regroup a little bit. Two guys coming in, and frankly, Edina Black not playing its best hockey right now. A little bit off kilter, not necessarily in. Carlson sends it over to Chappie, picked up by a defenseman. Chappie sends it deep, goes for a change. Carlson goes in deep again there. Mendel picks it up and sends it back down. Carlson looking for an opportunity. He's got Montague up high, tries to sends it up to Montague. He gets a nice shot, bounces out. That was a beautiful, beautiful shot there and a great opportunity. Mendel going back. Saber manages to turn it around before it goes back in. Montague goes for a change. We got Carlson and Saber out now. Carlson battling there, fast and quick. Lots of slashing and stick play here. Saber goes over to battle. Doesn't quite get to it in time. Waconia picks it up, sends it deep. Mendel goes behind the net, trying to get it out there. They're looking for an opportunity, and Seaver manages to get it out of the zone finally. Puck shot just over the Edina bench into the cement there. Someone runs to get it. They'll get a face-off at center ice here. Taken by Hammer, flanked by Bergeson and Seaver. Witzke and Schmidt on D. Hammer gets in. It doesn't quite get in the zone. Bergeson picks it up, almost gets it in. Sends it in off Bergeson. It goes just inside the blue line. Again, it goes out. They're unable to advance in. It's a bit sloppy here, and Schmidt sends it up. We get an icing call there. Even though their player was a foot away from him, it went across the red line.
Let's go green. Sharpen it up, boys. Move the puck green. Here we go. Here we go.
23 to 5 or 6 shots on goal, and what's that?
You not liking it?
There we go. Witzke picks it up. He sends it up, and Seaver's picking it up there. He's going in. He gets pushed from behind. No call. That's a mitt to the back of the head. He tries to send it up, and they pick it up, and I think Schmidt tries to rip one. Hammer sends it, unable to pick it up. Battling with that shot tonight. Hammer, normally a rifleman there. That puck goes over the net. Mr. Golden Gloves, number 36 out there. 2 different times having hit people in the face. Hammer gets up. He's got Chappie wide. I don't know if he's going to pass it or shoot it. Sends it in. Just misses. Got a couple guys wide. He's trying to get it up. Goes for another shot. A lot of playing with the puck here tonight, and it's not really working. They're figuring out to get to pressure, and Westy picks it up, gets it around him. Now Westy's coming in on this goalie, buries it to his upper left side, and on a pass from Chappie. Chappie with his second assist tonight. Westy with his first or second goal. First goal. This line with 2 goals now. 3-2 with 10:28 remaining in the third. Westy tries to get up, isn't able to hang on to it. Carlson battling there, but Waconia gets in. They have an advantage. They send it wide of the net. Wybe looking to move it out. Gets it up. Torn trying to get it out of the zone. Probably just clearing it is a good idea here, boys. Westy picks it up. He's got Chappie wide. He's going to go in. Gets it in, but turns it over. Carlson now out, sends it up to Westy. Chappie, Torn on the line there. He's battling, keeps it in, shuts down the advance. He's battling there. Chappie with a forecheck keeps it. That puck right at the red line. We get no ice, but we're going to go for a shot here. Chip it behind the net. Seaver sends it out. They try and pick it up. Torren with a chest pass to himself. How is that a possibly anything? A player has the puck and he's skating, and another player gets in his way and he runs into him and he calls it something. I don't know what. Interference when you have the puck. Another power play for Waconia here. They've evened it up twice on a power play now. Witzke battling there, keeps it up, and Montague now battling in there. Front, a lot of traffic in front of the net. Montague sends it up onto a Waconia stick. They're going to go for a shot there. Robbie with a nice blocker save. Shot on goal, first one in a while. They try and get a shot, and Hoyt just places his body in front of it and just cleanly gloves it. We'll get a face-off to the left of Hoyt here. Hammer, Seaver, Schmidt, Carlson. Taking this one. Hammer ends up sending the puck up. It goes deep, and Schmidt goes behind the battle. Carlson taking the front of the net position, trying to watch it. Their player bobbling behind the net there, trying to send it over. Sends it up to the point. Hammer trying to shut it down. It goes wide of the net. They're boxing up and shutting down the lanes here quite well. That puck goes wide, and Schmidt picks it up. Hammer's going to send it deep. Seaver goes into chase. They all stay high, keeping 3 behind their players. They've got one player going deep, suck-holing at the blue line, looking for that stretch pass, but all our players get back, and 3 of them get back and pick it up. It's picked up by their incoming player there. David's battling, and Hammer picks it up, and again he's going to send it up. Gets into the body, gets it out into neutral. 20 seconds remaining in the PP here for Waconia. 7:38 in the period. Carlson's going to try and pick that up and get it out of here so he can get an opportunity. Ferguson with an opportunity here. Takes a shot. It goes, almost finds that little gap between the legs there. And their goalie closes it up like a good Catholic girl.
They're not all good. You know that. Thank God.
Full strength now, Edina. Saber and Witzke on D. Saber battling there. They end up with the puck behind the net, but Witzke shuts him down. It's one of the strengths of this team. Torrin sends it up to Westy. Got Ferguson wide. He's going to take another shot there. Puts it on, and that's wide, and now Witzke fires one. That ends up getting shut down, but that shot looks like it might have hurt a little. That shot went right into the stomach of that goalie, or the leg. Witzke's got a 65 or 70 mile an hour howitzer when he gets on it, and that was cleanly on him. Witzke's going back, and kind of frankly playing a little bit of an aggressive game and a little bit loose with the defense here. That shot goes wide, and Robbie was going the wrong way on that one. If that had been on net, it would have been a problem. Ferguson looking for an opportunity, gets it up to Torrin. He's got Westy with him. He gets in, gets past him. Westy, some nice pressure there. Montague trying to shut it down. They got 2 guys advancing up. They're going to go for a shot. He decides to send it deep. Montague advancing up. He's got Westy wide, sends it up to Westy. Westy gets up and unable to pick it up. Unable to get it down. Montague rips one. Almost. A little slow on the shot. They shut him down. 6 minutes remaining in the period here. Chappie picks it up on a nice forecheck. Montague sends it deep and ends up on a Waconia stick. Bourget picks it up. He's going to send it deep. They regroup and go back in. Chappie, Montague, and Westy out. Westy goes for a change and replaced by Mendel. Schmidt goes back, sends it out. Chappie goes up to chase it a little bit at neutral ice. Mendel and Montague back. Looking for the breakout. Send it up, and We got a high stick there. We're going to face off to the left of Hoyt. Only times he's been scored on is kind of being unprotected in front of the net on a power play twice. Both action plays. Montague almost gets it out of the zone, but it's picked up and we're still battling. Mendel goes back. Manages to keep it in the zone. Montague picks it up at the blue line, goes back in, and they go back in to chase. Montague changing. Mendel out. Chappie out for a bit of a long shift. Looking for an opportunity there. Goes wide, and Bourget's going to shut it down. Ferguson sends it down to Mendel. Mendel almost gets it in. Gets it up in the zone. They pick it up, and Bourget and Schmidt backing up. That puck goes over the net there. Chappie picks it up. He's going to send it out. Go for a change. Gets it up to Ferguson. Ferguson gets around. It's tied up a little bit. They end up with the puck, and Schmidt goes back to battle. Seaver taking his position up high. Schmidt getting a little physical, and that stick up he's got to watch at. Seaver now. A lot of late hits coming and hits after it and long after the puck's gone. Seaver behind the net there looking for someone to get it to. Sends it up to Schmidt. Schmidt rips one. It goes off on the pads of another player again. Seaver sends it up. Ferguson looking for an opportunity there. Mendel gets a stick on it, goes wide of the net. Ferguson sends it low. Seaver picks it up. Mendel, a little bit high. Bourget unable to keep it in. 3:30 remaining in here. Bourget picks it up, sends it wide. It's picked up by, bad change here. Now Seaver's got the puck. He sends it up to Westy. Westy sends it over. Seaver sends it in. Torin sends it up to Seaver, and it ends up just outside the net, and he picks it up in the paint. 28-8 shots on goal now. Edina scores 3-2 with 3:21 remaining in the period. Edina needs to stay out of the box. Who was that who had the 2 and 10?
Bourget.
Bourget finally out, a strong player. That gets up in front of the net, and they try and pick up that rebound, but Carlson with a nice shot, arcing into the zone, bouncing off the pads out front. Good strategy for a defenseman, either send in a howitzer or one of those arcing weird pucks that makes the goalie freak out. They're battling now. Carlson picks it up, sends it down, bounces up wide, and Seaver goes to battle. Goes down while battling, trying to edge him out. Carlson and Hammer back. Hammer taking that center position quite well tonight. Torin goes up. Seaver picks it up, and he's going to look for an opportunity. Fakes a shot, ends up keeping the puck, ends up wide. They pick it up now. Hammer sends it down, a little bit soft. Ends up on Carlson. Carlson looking for an opportunity, sends it deep. Torin picks it up. Got Seaver in front of net, unable to get it over. Pressure by Waconia quite good here. Saber sends it down to Seaver. He sends it out to Hammer, but it's intercepted. Hammer now picks it up, takes a shot, hits the mask of the goalie, and actually takes him back a step, and he bobbles. Saber battling there and hanging the puck in. Picked up by Seaver. Physical play now, and Black doing his job quite well. They try and get over, and Carlson picks up that puck, shuts him down. He starts to advance up. Chaplain waves him up, says go, go, go. Chappie comes up and intercepts the play, and it goes in. Empty net for Waconia. Saber sends it up. Picked up, missed by Chappie. They're unable to get it up. There's 4 guys on one now. Not a good idea. Carlson comes back to pick it up. Edina's going to need to do better than that to shut this down. I mean, you can't leave 4 men. That puck goes bouncing in, and that is on net. Hammer gets his first goal of the game on an open netter with 1:32 remaining, and it is 4-2 Edina. Unless Waconia scores 3 goals in the next 1.5 minutes and Edina does not answer, Edina will have an undefeated season in district play. Am I not mistaken, Mr. Carlson? If we win this, we're undefeated in district play.
Undefeated in district play.
And how many goals are we at right now?
We'll be at 107 goals.
107 goals.
107 goals and 23.
I'm not sure why Montague is going to the box, but
Shot the puck after the whistle.
he shot the puck after the whistle. That happened earlier after the buzzer. And I don't know. Westy, Chappie, Witzke out. Witzke sends it in. That's offsides, but he shuts it down. 1:16 remaining here. They're in defensive mode. Wybe and Witzke out on D. Chappie taking the center, trying to shut it down. He picks it up. Ends up trying to get it in. Gets it in. Going to battle there. Wybe doesn't pick it up, and Westy and Witzke back. That shot kind of on net, but Westy sends it wide. He's going to look for an opportunity here. Goes wide, and Chappie goes wide. He's going to send it over. That almost gets chipped into the net. 40 seconds remaining here. 2-goal differential. Chappie sends one down, and that's going to end up just shy of the net, but we'll get an icing call. We get a penalty on Waconia at the last minute here. They're going to go to the box for interference. Actually, to be honest, they're making a lot of calls tonight, so you'd have to call it kind of fair. Not all lopsided, but they'll take the face-off to the left to Hoyt with 21 seconds remaining. It's a 4-on-4. Actually, they'll take it right outside the Edina zone next to our bench. Mendel, Bergeson, Schmidt. Schmidt takes the shot, sends it down on net for one more. Bourget out with him. Schmidt takes another, sends it down deep. It's 4-on-4 here. Bourget goes over and shuts him down and sends it over at the net. That'll be game. 4-2 Edina. 107 goals for this season.
107 to 25.
107 to 25. They outscored their opponents more than 5-1 this year, and were undefeated in district play. And to have a team that's that defensively strong with such a strong goalie, our defensive triangle a bit insurmountable in most cases.
Record at 29-2-2.
29-2-2 is a record. There we go. We'll see you on the 26th in districts. Thanks to Matt Seaver for